Hello everyone. Welcome to Learn with Fun. I am Kunal and today we are going to start 7th standard civics. In that first chapter is Introduction to Constitution. So let's start. Let us revise a few things which we have studied in our previous classes. So in our previous classes we learned that many reasons why rules are necessary in our lives, and we follow norms and rules in order that activities in a family, our school, our village or city are carried out smoothly. So why are these norms and rules necessary? They are necessary because the activities which are going in our family, in our school or in a village or in a city are carried out smoothly, and there are no rules in a family. If you notice, there are no rules in a family. However, there are norms about behavior of members in a family, means positive things and negative things in a behavior of a particular member in a family. And there are rules in a school regarding admission in uniform and studies, and also different competitions also have their own rules, such as a writing competition has its own rule, and a drawing competition has its own rule, and playing competition has its own rule. If there are no rules, if for example if you go to a writing competition and if you play there, you won't get prize or you won't get medal. So the rules are very necessary in the different things. Okay, so the administration of our village or city is also carried out in accordance with the rules. So the administration which is done in our city or village is carried out with the help of rules, is carried out in accordance with rules. Okay, so similarly the administration of our country is carried out through the system of rules. So children, our country is also the administration of our country is also carried out through a system of rules. There are some rules which help in the administration of our country, and the rules regarding family, school, village or city are limited in nature. But the rules or provisions about the administration of a scope, sorry, but the rules or provision about the administration of a country are much wider in scope. So children, if you compare the rules in the family, school, village or city are limited in nature, but the administration, the rules which are included in the administration of a country are wider in scope. Okay, so this is about the introduction, and now see whether you find the answers to these questions in the following text. So the questions are so, so the questions are: where can we find all the rules according to which the administration of a country is carried out, and who make those rules? Is it binding on us to follow them? So let's find out the answer for these questions in the following text. So the rules of the country are maintained in a single book known as Constitution. Okay. So now what is Constitution actually? The book in which all the provisions regarding the administration of a country are mentioned together in a systematic way is called a Constitution. So the Constitution is a book in which all the provisions which are regarding to the administration of a country are mentioned in a systematic way, that is known as Constitution, and this makes the Constitution a written document of the provisions related to the administration of the country. And as it is a systematic way in as it is the systematic representation of the rules, means the provisions regarding to the administration, this makes the Constitution a written document. Our Indian Constitution is a written document of provisions which are related to the administration of the country, and government is established by the representatives. So government is established by the representatives elected by the people. So children, this government of our country is run by the representatives elected by the people. As our India is a democratic country. Okay, our India is a democratic country, and here in this country the citizens have the provision to elect their own representatives, and it is bound to carry out administration of the country as per the provisions of the constitution, and the administration which is looked after by the representatives elected by the people are according to the provisions which are in the constitution, and the rules and provisions in the constitution are the basic or fundamental law of the land, and while making laws the government is bound to follow the constitution, and while making the laws this government is bound to follow the constitution. It should follow the constitution, and if it does not do so, then the judiciary can declare those laws null and void or unconstitutional. Okay. So now provisions in the constitution. What are the provisions in the constitution? So now the provisions in the constitution are about different things such as citizenship, the rights of citizens, the relationship between citizens and the state, subjects of the law to be made by the governments, elections, restrictions on government. Okay, so these are all the provisions of the constitution, and almost all countries have accepted the principle of governance according to the constitution, and all countries have accepted the principle of governance which is done through the constitution, and yet the nature of the constitutions of different countries is different. Okay, and the different countries have their own constitution. Okay, and sorry and there are differences of history, social structures, culture, traditions, etc. between the countries, and similarly there are needs and objectives also might be different, and the needs and objectives of the different countries may be different, and each country tries to create a constitution that is not only suited to its needs and objectives but also is in tune with the distinct nature. Okay, so here let's find out some information about the constitution of any one country of your choice with the help of the following points. So you have to collect information about the constitution of any one country with the following points. So you should collect name of the country and year of the making of the constitution and two features of the constitution. Okay, so let's move on. So, do you know the administration of countries like America and England is carried out as per their respective constitutions, but these two constitutions are different. Okay, so now the American Constitution came into force in 789. Okay, sorry 1789, and it is a written constitution and has only 7 articles even after 225 years. And this American Constitution is a written constitution and it has only 7 articles even though it has been written before 225 years. Okay, so now the American government follows the same constitution, and England has a long historical of several centuries. Okay, so this England has a long history of several centuries, and the rules of running the country here are found in the term of conventions, norms and traditions. Yet they are followed meticulously, and the Magna Carta of 1215 marks the beginning of the development of the English Constitution. Even though there are 13 written rules, the English Constitution is considered to be primarily unwritten. So here, sorry. So here children, even though this English Constitution is written, it has some rules written, but it is considered primarily to be unwritten. Okay. So now we shall study what is the necessity of the Constitution. Means why we need the Constitution. So there are several advantages of governing a country with the help of rules or provisions included in the Constitution. So let's study about these rules. So government has to function within a set of rules. So this government had to function within the set of rules. This reduces the possibility of the misuse of the power and authority they have been given. So as this government should function according to the constitution, this reduces so that the representative does not misuse the power and the authority which is given to them. Okay, and now a constitution includes the rights and freedoms of the citizens. Government cannot take away these rights. Therefore, people's rights and freedoms are safeguarded. And also, in the constitution, rights and freedoms of the citizens are there, and government cannot take away the rights. Okay, and therefore the rights of the peoples and freedoms are safeguarded in the constitution. And running a country as per the provisions of the constitution is the same as establishing the rule of law. And also running a country as per the provisions of the constitution means through the help of this constitution is like establishing the rule of law, and then there is no scope for the misuse of power or high-handed administration. And if a country is run as per the constitution, the faith that the common people have in the government increases. And also, if a country is run as per the constitution, then the faith which is on the government, who is keeping this faith, the people are keeping the faith in the government, this faith increases, and they then become keen on participating in the activities of the government, and also they become keen in participating of the in the activities which are in the government. And democracy is strengthened due to the increased participation of the people, and also this democracy is strengthened due to the increased participation of the people. And now constitution presents some political ideals before the country, and the constitution presents some political ideals before the country. The nation is also bound to act in the direction, and the nation is also bound to act in the direction of the constitution, and it creates an atmosphere to conducive to attain world peace and security and preservation of human rights. Okay. So now moving on, since the constitution also includes the list of citizens' duties, it fixes the responsibility of citizens as well. So it is not like that the citizen should not do anything. But this constitution also has the list of the citizens' duties, means the duties which should be performed by the citizens, and also it fixes the responsibilities for the citizens. So now let's study what is administration. Okay, so what is included in the administration of the country, means what is there in the administration of the country, we shall study it. So government has to make laws related to several subjects such as defending the boundaries, protecting the people from external aggression, eradication of poverty, creating employment, education and health services, encouragement to commerce and industries, protection of the weaker sections, making policies for the progress of women, children and the tribal people, etc. Okay, so government has to make laws, no? So this government has to make laws relating to the several subjects such as defending the boundaries, protecting the people from external external aggression. Okay, so you should remember this word. And eradication of poverty, creating employment, education and health and etc. There are so many things. And now government has to bring about desirable changes in the society by implementing laws. And this government has to bring about desirable changes in the society by implementing the laws. And in short, we can say the governments in modern times had to take decisions related to the different issues, right from space research to public cleanliness. Okay, and this is known as governance or the administration. So this is the explanation for the administration. And having understood the meaning of constitution and governance, we shall now see how the constitution was made. So this part we shall continue in the next video. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.